Hi everyone, we have made it to our next destination. This is our fourth destination for the day. We are at Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge. We already visited the visitor center, but now we're at our first hiking trail and observation tower. So this is the Raymond Pool Observation Tower. So we're on this Delaware trip. We have 3 nights booked at Trap Pond State Park. But of course we have stops along the way. We stopped at the 3 remaining covered bridges in Delaware. And now we're at Bombay Hook, somewhere that I wanted to go for a long time. And it is a beautiful, warm, sunny day here today. So we're hoping that we get to see some wildlife. We've seen quite a few things on our way here already. First of all, Delaware is much further ahead of Pennsylvania as far as blooming. So on our way here, we were remarking about how everything is in bloom here. Everything is green already. There's a beautiful smell of flowers in the air right now. And we've seen osprey already. Surprisingly, that was at a Wawa. There was a big tower there. I don't know if it was a cell tower or a power tower, but osprey had a big nest on top of it. And then driving here, we saw a fox run across the road. So it's already been an amazing trip. You can hear all the birds. We brought our, oh, look at all the birds flitting around up there. We brought our bigger cameras with our zoom lenses. Oh, there's a feather. Oh, here's a tower already. Alright, we're going to climb the tower. See what we see. Oh, wow. Ooh, there's some birds out there. And some ducks. Ooh, right here. I'll have to zoom in with my big camera, but to see if they're egrets or they look like egrets. I just can't tell if it's a great egret
snowy one.
or the snowy one.
That has the fluffy head.
All right, back to whether these are snowy egrets or great egrets. I pulled up some information. Great egrets are significantly larger and they have a yellow bill and black legs, while snowy egrets are smaller. They have a black bill and yellow feet. I'm going to try zooming in to see which these are. Oh, that's a good shot. I'm seeing a black bill. What are you seeing?
Yeah, black.
So that's the snowy egret.
Okay. But do they both have that hair?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are actually smaller than the great egrets, which I wonder what those are out there. So they look bigger. Yeah, that's definitely a black bill, so that's the snowy. Where are those other ones? Nope, they're all snowy. He's hunting. Oh, this one's really close now. And what kind of duckies are out there?
They're geese. They look like geese to me.
Yep, Canada geese. Having a blast already. So those are the snowy egrets out there because they have the black bill. There's something out there too. They're small. Oh, what are they? Huh. Some kind of sandpipers. So we just pulled up our Merlin apps. Let me see if you can see this. So northern cardinal, blue-gray gnatcatcher, eastern towhee, a common yellow-throat, swamp sparrow, Carolina wren, white-throated sparrow so far. Wow. All right. I could stay here all day, but we're going to get on to the next spot. All right, so we have made it to the next trail. This is the boardwalk trail. I'm pretty excited, but I'm probably not going to talk much because I don't want to scare away any of the birds. So here we go. I have something out there. Looks like a sandpiper to me, but it could be a willet. We have some swallows. Alright, so I don't know if this is a loop because there's a trail that goes that way and a boardwalk that goes this way, so we'll give this a shot. We weren't sure how to pack for this trip because it's still cold in northeastern Pennsylvania. Oh wow. Look at that. Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge is located in Kent County, Delaware, along the coast of Delaware Bay. The refuge was established in 1937 and features diverse habitats like salt marshes, freshwater impoundments, and uplands. It's open daily from sunrise to sunset with fees for entry. As of April 2026, the entry fees were as follows. A day pass was $4 per vehicle and it's valid up to 14 days. The annual pass is $12 for 1 year. Several federal passes are accepted for entry. The America the Beautiful, National Parks and Federal Recreational Lands Pass, the Annual Pass, the Senior Pass, both annual and lifetime, the Access Pass for permanently disabled U.S. citizens residents, the Military Pass, annual and lifetime for current and veteran U.S. military members, the Every Kid Outdoors Pass for 4th grade students, the Volunteer Pass earned after 250 hours of volunteer service, and the Federal Duck Stamp are all honored for entry. The refuge protects over 16,000 acres of tidal salt marsh and is a crucial stop on the Atlantic Flyway for migratory birds, offering visitors a 12-mile wildlife drive, 5 walking trails, and 3 observation towers for wildlife viewing, photography, and nature education. It's a popular spot for birdwatching, hiking, and catch and release fishing in Pasture Point Pond. A visitor center offers exhibits, films, and a gift shop. Hours are generally Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and varying Sunday hours. Alright, so far we're seeing tons of crabs. No birds yet, but this does take us out to a little platform with a bench. So hopefully if we sit there for a couple minutes, we'll see some birds. When we stopped in the visitor center, they were giving us tons of information. I definitely suggest that you stop in there. All those little holes are from crabs. But as soon as you get close, they dive into their holes. It's a little stinky here, definitely smells marshy. And the ponds here I asked when I stopped in the visitor center if they were freshwater ponds or saltwater, and she said that they are freshwater ponds, and they do try to keep the saltwater from coming into the refuge because it would kill some of those plants that need the fresh water. There's a big one in there.
Oh, there's some big ones over here. It's like real muddy over here.
Mm.
They're real big. They probably went in though because I'm sitting here.
Oh, there they all go. Well, I thought there would be some birdies out here, but there are birds. I hear them singing, but none of them are posing for pictures for us. So when we finish this, we're going to continue on the scenic drive through the refuge, which when we stopped at the visitor center, they said is 12 miles long. Alright, so we made it further down the drive, and we came to this pond here, and there's a lot of bird action here. So we're going to try to get some photos. My Merlin app just picked up is it a Wilson snipe? A Wilson snipe. So I think those birds that are making all the noise are the willets. But I'm also picking up a common yellowthroat, the Wilson snipe, and red-winged blackbirds. And here's a nice set of information boards here. We have so many different kinds: the snow goose, the mergansers, buffleheads, ruddy duck, American black duck, green-winged teal, tundra swans, northern shovelers, northern pintail, wood ducks. Here's the wading birds. So we have the green heron, snowy egret. So the snowy egret has that black bill and the yellow feet. American bittern. Here's the great egret. The little blue heron, great blue heron, glossy ibis, black-bellied plover, Dunlin, greater yellowlegs, semi-palmated sandpiper, semi-palmated plover, American avocet, and I know that in other videos people have seen those here, long-billed dowitcher, and the black-necked stilt. Wow, what a beautiful place. So we just keep stopping along this drive, and we just came to this area, and I think that out here there are some of those avocets. I'm going to see if I can get some pictures. There's a whole bunch of birds out here. I wish there was like a little tower here so we could see over these grasses, but
I'd like to see a turtle.
alright, so we just got to another trailhead. This is the Bear Swamp Trail, and there is an observation tower And these are just some of the critters that we might see. Painted turtle, brown thrasher, green-winged teal. Ooh, this is a nice shaded section here. Alright, I'm gonna have to be quiet. Just in case there's any wildlife here. Yeah. Alright, looks like we made it to the tower. We have another information board. I do see some birds out there. This one's kind of in rough shape. Can't really see anything on there. You can make out the wood duck. Oh, here we go. Beavers, coots, Canada goose, black crowned night heron, bullfrogs, red fox, double-crested cormorant, raccoons, belted kingfisher, the eastern painted turtle, green-winged teal, ooh, water snakes. Alrighty.
Were you going to come up?
No.
Oh, okay. I won't wait then.
See anything good?
Alright, so we're going to head back down. That was a red-winged blackbird flying up into the tree there. These, I believe, are all those little willets. But there's something bigger. Oh, I'm trying to see. It might have been a yellow legs. I wonder if it flew off when all the willets flew in, because I don't see it now. Straight out here. That looks different than the others. Nice breeze here under this tree. Feels great. We've been in a lot of direct sun and we're not used to that.
No, we're not. We
haven't seen the sun in months.
gotta get a little tan.
Yeah. We are now finishing up the Bear Swamp Trail loop. We are heading back to the trailhead and the truck. This will finish our time here at Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge. We are headed to Trap Pond State Park for the next 3 nights. It's around an hour-and-a-half drive from here. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you on the next adventure.